Just when we thought Apple had done it all, they managed to surprise us all over again. Now, the Apple Smart Marriage Ring is on its way. The idea is to connect couples and allow them to know everything about one another. It can even track where your partner has been. With technology forever evolving, some couples are fearful that the ring will expose their loyalty to their partner. Ladies, what are your thoughts on this?
It reminds me of the mood ring. Do you guys remember mood ring when you were a kid?
Yes, and it was
would
all
tell you how
alive.
you would feel.
Based on the temperature of your hand.
Yes, it reminds me of that. I am not a techie. I have a, iPhone 11. I don't care about 12 or 13 or any of that stuff. I don't really care, but I know a lot of people will care, and it'll be a cool thing because the watches can be kind of bulky, so just think if you have a ring, that might be cool.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're gonna see in it, though. It's so tiny.
But it's a marriage ring where they say that, would you be okay with your partner saying, instead of a wedding ring, we're gonna have Apple rings where we're gonna track each other?
If that's what he wants, it's a ring as long as it's on the right finger. I don't care.
But he'll be able to track you.
No, I don't want him to track me. Because I might be doing something.
That's where I was trying to get to.
I might be doing something, a little something.
Let me put it the same way that she's saying she'll be doing a little something. I think the only reason why you look at this as like they said, you're checking my loyalty.
Right. Yes.
Is if you're doing something shady and you don't want it to be known. I think that's when it gets tricky. I actually have an Aura ring. Have you guys heard of the Aura ring?
Yeah.
It actually, it tracks your sleep data, your daily activities, your sleep patterns, and it also has a heart rate monitor, which I really do like.
Dave Asprey created that?
I'm sure I have no idea who created it, but I know that I love it, and there are so many people that use it and wear it. So I would use this more for that, less for tracking where my man at. Like,
Right.
You should just know where you're
I think it's an invasion of privacy.
Really? How so?
Because if you have a ring and he can track anytime, anywhere, it could be dangerous.
But you guys, our phones are doing that.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean? The
turn it off,
360
though.
if you turn it on, or
if my man came to me and said, you gotta wear this ring at all times.
Yeah.
Because think about
That sounds very demanding.
Domestic violence cases, it could happen.
It could be used.
You're right.
You're absolutely correct.
And that's why I don't like having tools like that, even though they could do it on the phone, but on the ring it's even worse.
In a happy and perfect world, this sounds very nice, and this sounds very, oh my gosh, we get to see, it's like going to therapy. You can find out what the person's emotions are. Maybe it helps communication. You can open up about things. I saw today that you were sad or whatever. What's going on? How can we, that's in a very happy relationship. But sadly, not every relationship is like that, and it can be used in a unsafe way.
But I would think if you've had infidelity in your marriage and you're trying to pull it back together, build trust, this would be a good way to build trust. If he says, I will wear this, you will wear this, that way you will know everywhere I go. That's possible.
Not a bad idea.
It's possible.
If you're trying to build trust.
If you're trying to build it.
That's like a dog on a leash.
Trust.
I know, but listen.
I just don't.
Some people need that.
Yeah.
Ooh, is it worth all of that?
No, it's not worth all that. That's why I'm divorced.
Well, guys. Speaking of Apple, it seems Apple users can prepare for a new rollout of emojis that will be available for them to send to their friends and their families. One of the emojis included is a pregnant man. The new emoji creations will be available to iPhone users with the release of the iOS 15.4. Man, and I still have an 11. While the intention is to add more inclusivity, the latest edition has caused a lot of controversy and divide online. I see right here, my Lady Garcelle has some strong feelings about this.
When am I gonna use a pregnant emoji? Like, what am I saying?
You might not use it,
What am I saying?
But others might use it. You know how many emojis we got on our phone that I didn't even know existed
I don't even use half of them. They also have a biting lip. I can see where the biting lip is. I'm a little nervous, or honey, a little flirtatious. But when am I gonna use a pregnant man?
Well, this is for inclusion, Garcelle.
Okay, but there's never gonna be a pregnant man.
Transgender, non-binary.
Stop it right now.
There are pregnant men.
Or it could be a woman with a short haircut. That's what it's for. It's for inclusion.
Give me a woman with a short haircut. Why she got to be pregnant?
Well, but it's also for transgender, non-binary. That's really what it's for.
I understand that, but
you seen the pregnant man?
So this is the thing.
I saw it.
You saw the pregnant man? No,
So
I'm
this
not
is for
talking about the emoji. It's really pregnant men out there. Like, they call them pregnant men.
Who were born women.
Yeah.
They still have their reproductive organs. And so I'm like reproductive organs. And then, but they physically have transitions to becoming men. And now they're in marriages and relationships and they want to have families and they are the one that carries the child. Am I right?
Yeah.
So this is for them.
And if you don't want to use it, you don't use it. Just like the unicorn. I mean,
There's so many
they don't
emojis.
exist.
I never even know. Like, I would have to sit there and scroll through and be like, oh, I feel like if the shoe fits, use it. If it doesn't,
you remember when emojis used to all be yellow?
Yeah.
They were all yellow.
Do you know for the longest time I didn't know what the eggplant was?
and now do you use the eggplant emoji? Is that in your top 6?
I don't really use it.
You don't use it?
No.
And you won't need to use this one either.